Okay, so today's routine is on the foam roller. So most of us have a foam roller to roll out sore muscles after we've maybe been running or cycling, which it's great for, but it's also great to use as a Pilates tool. Okay, so we're going to do this. It's going to be about 20 minutes, I would think, full body workout, but using the foam roller. Okay, so let's get started. So we need to lie long ways on the roller. Okay, so you have to go right at the very end, then roll down, and I want it to support your head and your lumbar spine. Okay, so just get comfortable on there. Okay, we're going to take the arms to the ceiling, and we're just going to open the chest, bring the arms back up. Then we're going to take the shoulder blades around the rib cage and up, so that's what we call protract. Okay, and then we're going to bring them around and together so you can feel them touching the sides of the roller at the back again. So open out, lift up, around and up. Make sure you don't go into the neck, just use the shoulder blades and retract at the back. Let's do two more. So open, really feel that collarbone expanding, that chest expanding, around and up. Bring them together at the back. Good. So it's really important to isolate the scapula or the shoulder blades so we can make them move freely on their own without using the neck muscles to move them, which is just so common. Good. Okay, so now rest your fingertips on the mat, or if you feel very unstable when we take our feet off, forearms. Okay, so I just want you now to march the legs just to start feeling what it's like when you've only got one foot on the mat. So you'll automatically feel that those core muscles need to support you to stay stable. Good. So let's march for 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So now I want you to put the forearms on the mat, and we're going to lift one knee to tabletop and then the other. And then I want you to go into a more flat back position. So just tuck that pelvis slightly. Okay, so we're going to take the toe away and up. Okay, so only go as low as your lower back will let you. So what I don't want you to do is arch the lower back as you go down. That's really painful. Okay, so just take it away and up. So actually I can't go that far today. So really feel like those abs are drawing down into the roller. This is super hard work on those lower abdominals. Don't forget to breathe. So just do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, settle those knees back into tabletop. Okay, so now I want you to unweight the left hand, and we're going to take the left hand back and the right leg out. Good. So now you really have to use those core muscles, those abs are really gripping on to keep you nice and stable on the roller. Let's do 3 more. Keep it controlled. Okay, if you can't go that far, just go up and down. 1 more. Okay, so how are we on the other side? Ooh. Okay, so we go out and in. I'm definitely more wobbly. Out and in. 3. Don't forget to breathe. 4, 5, and 1 more. 6. Good. Come down and just dismount. There's no graceful way to do it. Okay, so now I want you to put the roller on your shoulder blades. Okay, so again, everybody is different, so it needs to be sort of across the backs of your shoulder blades. Okay, so what we're going to do is extend slightly over the roller, okay, just opening out that chest, and then we're just going to come in to a little ab curl. Okay, exhale as we go back, and then inhale as we come up. Up, just 2 more. Really open that chest, feels really nice. And last one. Good, okay, so now I want you to, we're going to roll out the shoulders. So I want you to just lift the pelvis and tuck it under, and we're just going to roll out those shoulder blades. Yeah, good. So just forward and back. Keep the neck and the head nice and supported in those hands. Just a couple more. Good, drop the pelvis. And then we're going to bring the roller to underneath the pelvis. Okay, so you're going to lie down, and you're just going to lift the hips and push the roller underneath. I'll just scoot down a little bit actually. Okay. So again, it should feel in a nice comfortable position when your legs are straight up. I want you to hold on to the edges of the roller. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is a hip flexor stretch. So I want you to bend one knee in and let the other leg just fall down. Okay, so for all of us that cycle or run, this stretch is absolutely brilliant to do after you've been out, because particularly when you're cycling, all the muscles in the front of the pelvis, the hip flexors, are squashed the whole time we're cycling. So opening them out like this after a ride, it just feels so good. Good, okay, so now we're going to straighten the other leg, and we're going to go into scissors. So we're going to pulse, 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 pulse. 3, 4, keep it controlled. 5, 6, your core muscles are still working. 7, 8, and we just need to stop on the other side. Okay, so now the other knee comes in, and let the other leg stretch long. And just breathe. Good. Okay, so now we're going to do bicycle legs. Okay, so the top leg's going to go straight down as the leg that's furthest away from you bends in and straight. So you make an L shape every time. In, L. In, L. Again, keep it controlled. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now can you reverse it? So it bangs in and sticks out. In, out, out. This is a bit of coordination for you as well, with varying degrees of success. Last 2. And last 1. Bring both legs up. Now I want you to put the heels together, toes out, and externally rotate from the hips. That just means turn the hips out. We're just going to take the legs out, squeeze them together, out. Really squeeze them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bend the knees, just lift the pelvis up, and roll the roller away. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to go into some 4-point kneeling. Okay, so hands are on the top of the roller. Okay, but they still need to be underneath your shoulder blades. Okay, elbows are slightly bent. You're going to push through the roller to make sure you're nice and stable through the lats and on the backs of the shoulders. We're going to take one leg back, and we're just going to lift and lower. So it's just a small movement. I don't want any twisting. Just lift and lower. So you lift from the glute and the hamstring for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold and pulse up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee comes in, and let's go to the side. Okay, just before we do, just make sure you're in a nice stable position on the roller. Leg goes back, lift. 2, make sure your head's in line. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in, widen those knees, push the road away, and just relax. Okay, so just going to do 2 or 3 nice big deep breaths into the backs of those ribs. Really let those hips open up. And one more. We're now going to push the roller away and come down onto our tummies. Okay. Arms are going to go straight in front of you. Your palms are facing. Okay. Your glutes and hamstrings are pulling down like they always are. Your abs are lifting slightly off the mat to support that lower back, and your head is in line. We're just going to bring the arms in and come up into a swan dive position. Don't come too high. Don't want any pressure on that lower back. And relax down. Okay, so the shoulders are coming down the back. Okay, there's no tension in the neck at all. Slide the shoulder blades down as you lift up. And down. Good. Lift up. And down. Let's just do 3 more. Lifting up. And down. Last 2. And down. And last 1. Down. Good. I want you, for our last exercise, which is probably going to be the most challenging exercise for me as well. Okay, so this is completely up to you whether you use the foam roller to do this exercise or if you just want to do a straight plank. Okay, it's completely up to you. If using the foam roller is too much, don't use it. Okay, you can just hold in a regular plank. But if you want a challenge, we're going to put the foam roller in between at our lower shins, sort of just in front of the ankle. Okay, we're coming into we're going to lift the knees off. We're going to roll the roller out and in for 2. We're going to do 6, 3, keep breathing, 4, 5, and last one, 6, drop the knees. Great, well done. If you tried that, that's really challenging, so you should be really proud. Well done. Okay, bring the roll over onto one side. I'm going to sit in our mermaid position. Okay, so I want your hips to be as grounded as they can be. Okay, I can't actually get my left hip down in this position, but I'm getting it down as much as I can. Okay, I want you to take the arm out. We're just going to lean over into a side bend. Okay, so as we're doing this, the left hip is pushing down, so I'm not collapsing into the roller. Okay, I'm actively pushing that hip down as I'm lifting up from the side. I'm also not allowing this arm to collapse and go into my ear. Okay, so there's more work to this than you first think. And then come up. Okay, so it's just doing some lateral flexion. And up. Let's just do 1 more. And up. And then spin it around to the other side. Okay, so get those hips as grounded as they can be. Okay, coming up. Pushing that bottom hip down as you're lifting up and over. And then extend. And again. And up. And last one. And up. And you're done. That is your short but super effective and challenging foam roller routine. I really hope you enjoyed it and give it a go as many times as you like. See you soon. Bye.